Hi you guys! It's chilly. It's almost Thanksgiving time, but we decorated for Christmas a little bit early because we've been so excited to finally pull out our Christmas decorations after a couple of years of them being in storage. So come on in and I'll show you how we've decorated for Christmas. Alright, first off, I have these two matching wreaths on the door. I love how they turned out. I just attached them with some like a 3M hanger, and they were really, really cheap. I got them at Home Depot. Let's go inside. Alright, you guys have seen our house before. You know that it's all a ton of neutrals, and I love that because, well, I do just love neutrals. I love white on white. I love taupe on taupe. I love taupe and white together. I love different shades of beige and cream and taupe and white all together. So you've already seen our house without it being like seasonally decorated, but this is how I incorporated some of my personal holiday taste in. So here is the entryway table. My father-in-law is so great. He got me this awesome giant snowflake because I saw it in one of his window displays and I loved it. So he brought this for me all the way from Minnesota. So our entryway table hasn't changed too much. So there's the giant snowflake. Yes, there's a box there. That has a giant curtain rod in it. Our pictures are the same, lamps are the same. I have a little seasonal candle right here. It's not lit right now. You guys, this is not a perfect like ooh la la, you know, like home tour. This is just real life. I had a few minutes by myself without the kids here, so I wanted to show you. So when you first walk in the doors, this is what you see. I guess the notable change is the Christmas tree. Justin got that at Hobby Lobby. He was so excited. They were having a really great sale on these trees. It's a 12-foot one. It's pre-lit, and he was extremely excited, would be downplaying his emotions when he saw the 50% off Christmas tree sales going on. So we got that. And here's my dining room table. And yes, we have two more chairs that Justin's going to put together to complete the 8-seat. And then on the table, I have these really pretty, the tablecloths I got at a thrift store, and the white napkins, they're fabric cloth napkins, sorry. I also got those at a thrift store, and I love getting these kind of linens and things pre-loved because then I'm not as worried about actually using them and getting spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce and all kinds of stuff on there. And yes, my husband and I do use those regularly when we have dinners. For my kids, they're 3-in-1, so I usually do like wet wipes with them, but my husband and I do use those. I love this display. We actually got married in December, so these sprigs and the different size Christmas balls actually are all from our wedding almost 7 years ago. So I love that at Christmas time I get to pull out these, pieces that are just sentimental and have been with us for, since our little family first began. So that's really special. We got married on December 1st and kind of had like a wintry wonderland Christmassy kind of wedding, and it was just perfect for our love story. It was just perfect. It's not necessarily dark out, so I don't know if you can tell, but it's like those faux candles that are supposed to look like they're real because they're flickering. I also got these tall curtains, since you guys have seen last, and they go all the way up. I love that they're full length. We went right to where the ceiling kind of meets right there at a natural spot in the wall, so it didn't make much sense to go all the way up to that kind of an interesting design at the very top of the ceiling, but I love it right there. And I love this sign, as for me and my family we will serve the Lord. Love that one. Joshua 24:15. I got that at Hobby Lobby. So there's our table. Back over here to the living room. I can't remember if I had all this furniture. I don't think I did last time I saw you guys. So I got these wonderful little end tables on a Facebook Marketplace. There we go. Those gorgeous lamps, my father-in-law brought them all the way from Minnesota. He's so thoughtful, and it just perfectly fits our taste. It's kind of a really neat mix between ceramic, pottery, and iron, and then the linen on the top. So they're just beautiful and very heavy. I love these chairs. I got all of these from a local, kind of a hometown boutique furniture store. So all these were like special order, and took a while for them to come in because we got to pick the fabric swatches. For sure, the biggest piece besides our home that I was saving for was couches, because we didn't have any. We were borrowing some from family the last few years while we were building, so we didn't actually have hardly any furniture besides our beds when we moved in. Look, there's some kids' toys left out. Like I said, not perfect, guys. Here's our ottoman. I think eventually we might switch to a wooden one once the kids are bigger, but we like that the kids can play and run around and, you know, fall and trip and they're not gonna get hurt. Okay, this Christmas tree. It's not decorated yet, but Justin was pretty excited to get that set up. But I just want to take a minute and show you guys his hard work here on the fireplace mantle. He just worked so hard on this. We found the mantle itself already pre-made, which was pretty great. And then he put all the stone on. Just in the last week, he finished it up. We still haven't entirely secured these bottom seat pieces yet, but he will. And then this was kind of like the crowning glory here. So he bought the TV and then he purchased a custom sized, like a mat for a frame, and that's the white part that you see. And then he had to like custom cut it himself, and then he built the black frame as well. And I'll show you the side. It has like a 0 profile. If you see, like when you come in, it's not sticking out of the wall, so it's actually recessed into the wall. So he, you know, custom did all of it, and I'm just so impressed. It just turned out so good. So we often will put just family pictures up there, or just beautiful scenery and have it on as kind of a picture with some music in the background. So it's not a TV, like not a background of just like a TV show, but it kind of looks like a picture in a picture frame. Anyways, he did just such a wonderful job. So I've got my little Christmassy sprigs up here. Again, those are from my father-in-law. I love those. Those weren't in our wedding, but I had them probably since the first year we were married. And then I have little snowflakes for our stocking stuffers. Again, very simple. I changed out, or I guess I should say I added these white pillows of snowflakes that I've had for a little while. Got those at Home Goods a few years ago. And I added this little white one in here as well. You might hear the wind in the background. It is kind of howling out there. So there's the dining room. I added on this garland to the stairs. It's the kind where you should be able to put the batteries in and then it lights up, but it's not working. So I might just have to add in my own lights. But it was just a plain green garland that I had just some little red, like a much thinner kind of red. I got this at Joann Fabrics a couple of years ago, and they're just kind of thin. So I stuffed it inside of the branches, and I like how it just kind of made it a little bit more full. So I've got it here. I just feel like it just looks a little bit festive. I didn't go overboard by any means with any piece of decorating. So there's the entryway with there it is with the little snowflake and the candle, and then my white pillows and our Christmas tree. So far, like nothing's very fancy, or it's very simple. I guess the table does kind of have a little zhuzh to it, but so far not too different. I was given this ribbon by a friend at work. They were crafters, but they were done and they didn't have any use for this, so I tied it on here, and I think it turned out really cute. I'm really not like a craftsy, artsy person, even though I'm a music teacher. I'm very creative in some ways, and when it comes to decorating, I don't feel like I am, but I thought those turned out super cute. So they look like little candy canes. On our side table over here, I've had these, I didn't go out and buy anything new. I'd had that for a while. My taste for Christmas has just been so similar for so long. I knew that I would love the champagnes and a little bit of the warm, champagne kind of colored glitters, because that's just my taste, and I've liked that for so long. So here's the clock above and the table down below. As far as our kitchen goes, it's very simple. These are just some flowers my husband gave me. He's so thoughtful. He's so good at just bringing home flowers occasionally, like real life family time, Like you wouldn't really see this in like a fancy Pinterest perfect house, but I love my kids' little drawings. So yes, they're up there. And yes, I'm hosting Thanksgiving, so here's our little stash of getting ready. This isn't perfect. I got this advent calendar at Hobby Lobby this year. I love it, and we're gonna put little things in there. I wish I had little boxes to pull in and out, just because I'm kind of a tidy freak, and I think I would like that better if like the paper was hidden inside. But it'll work. It's fine, and maybe some point I'll try to make or find like little boxes. But it's great. I got this for like $2 at a thrift store. This wreath funny story. So this wreath, I actually bought this wreath when I knew that Justin, my husband, was coming out to meet me for the first time. I did own my own house, and I don't know, I think I was just feeling a little like homemaking, and I wanted it to just look really nice and festive for him coming out because we met online, if you don't know. So he came out and visited me a couple weeks before Christmas, and I wanted the house to feel like really festive, and I don't know, maybe that would like make me super attractive to him. Like, I was a good homemaker. I don't know what I was thinking, but so this wreath is kind of special to me because it was on my front door of that house when I met Justin. So it survived. It's not in like the perfect condition, but that is my meeting Justin wreath. Over here, this was here before, and then also the little sprigs, the little green sprigs were here before, but I added in these little kind of Christmassy sprigs, and these ones were from our wedding, so that's really sweet. And then I don't know if I said this before, but this M, it's for our last name, that was actually on the top of our wedding cake. So I just love having that out. I love having little things out like that. There's a few other things from our wedding that I usually pull out for Christmas, but we're still unpacking, you guys, so I haven't found everything. A couple things I would love to add at some point are, you know, maybe some really beautiful chargers for the table and some maybe really pretty napkin ring holders. I do really love reds for Christmas, so you know, at some point I might add in some red pillows for the couches, or a nice red plush throw, or if I found like some red plates for the table or red napkins. So I would love to incorporate a little bit more red, but I just wanted to use, you know, what I had was just a couple small additions like that advent calendar. So other than that, I really already had all the other pieces. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to decorating my house for springtime. So I know that's ways out because we really early decorated for Christmas this year. We were just so excited to finally pull out all of our Christmas decorations, but I will for sure show you guys how I transitioned a very neutral palette into spring as well. I'm kind of thinking like robin's egg blue and some aquas and maybe even some yellows or pinks. So we'll see. All right, I'll see you guys next time.